The Prentice Alsop Heating and Air Coaches Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's Murfreesboro on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and streaming at WGNSSports.com.
The Coaches Show is brought to you by Sir Pizza, whose 3 Murfreesboro locations offer a huge selection of mouth-watering pizzas, sandwiches, pastas, and wings. Order your favorite pizza online at sirpizza.tn.com. And we welcome in this morning Siegel head coach Adam Renshaw. How you doing this morning, Coach?
Oh, I'm great. Good morning.
Well, the Stars had a good fought effort last night, but fell a little short to Blackman 28-7. And talk about a little bit about your guys' performance last night.
Yeah, well, I thought we played with a lot of courage, a lot of grit. Just made too many mistakes. 3 turnovers. A snap over the head and in the plate game, and those mistakes are amplified in the weather last night. And so, yeah, it was kind of tough because I felt like our kids played really hard. I thought we played physical. We just made too many mistakes to win.
Well, that's getting ready for the week. You knew you were going to have some weather. Did y'all do anything this week to try to prepare for that?
Well, we do what we always do. We just try to always go out in it, and we snap wet balls. We we try not to shy away from it. And again, it's not the weather; it's making the mistakes. We talk a lot about the weather amplifies fundamentals. So in other words, when it's raining, you got to hang on to that snap. You got to look at snap in a little longer. You got to get 2 arms. I mean, you just got to amplify the fundamentals. And we didn't do that last night. We just need to play better fundamental football.
And it's going up against a really good Blackman team, but I mean the game was pretty close throughout, and you had chances to score and stay in the game last night.
Yeah, we were driving there at one point, opportunity to put some points on the board, and we turned the ball over there, and that was tough. And man, the wind was coming out of the south end zone last night, so there was a distinct advantage in going north, I guess you would say, and you had to pick and choose your shots, and man, we did. In the third quarter there, we threw a go ball to Drew Hostetler. He made a fantastic catch on a big score for us. Tremendous play. It's 2 weeks in a row he's made amazing catches for us. Yeah,
that's big time. He's stepping up, and I was going to ask you about Drew and last night, and so. Talking to the other coaches this morning too, the wind did play a huge factor in what you could and you couldn't do, especially in the passing game.
Yeah, no doubt. And I mean, it again, another example of the fundamentals are amplified. Your fingers have to be touching. You have to look the ball in. I mean, if you're going to throw and catch in that kind of weather, it amplifies the fundamentals.
Yeah, and obviously you're getting a little past the halfway point of the season this year, and where do you think what is your strong point of your team right now? You think it's on the defensive side?
Well, our defense played really well last night. I guess I'd put it this way. We're a team that's just kind of figuring out our personality a little bit. I think we're getting better every week. Sometimes the score don't show those improvements, but I think our team's kind of coming together. I think early in the year, it was, the offense has these issues or the defense has these. Well, no, this is high school football. They're all the same kids. And, just coming together, growing as a team, growing as a program, and trying to hang in there together. I think that's the most important part of us finishing successfully.
Absolutely. And, you still got everything really in front of you. You still got possibility of getting to the playoffs. You still got a Rockville game in the region still play. You still got, I know you got Oakland this week, but I mean, there's still a lot to play for Siegel this year.
Yeah, 100%. And I think, we got great kids. I do believe they like one another, like being around one another. Sometimes it's hard when you're taking a lump on the scoreboard to realize that I just need to play better football. This isn't a comment on me as a human being. I just need to play better football.
Yeah, exactly. And, I think this week you're playing on Thursday, which because I know you got fall break coming up on Friday. Does that change anything you're going to do preparation-wise, or trying to make sure the kids are focused for that game heading into fall break?
Well, a shorter week, we'll do. Of course, the coaching staff will work harder on the weekend, get some things ready. But it's a big game. Oakland is just 3 miles down the road from us. Awesome program. Coach Creasy does an awesome job. Has for quite a while over there, and so they're kind of the standard in our community for football, and so we need to try and live up to that standard.
Yeah, it's exciting. That game is always it's a big rivalry. I remember when Siegel was opened, and a lot of the kids came from Oakland, and that will be another packed house. And I know Siegel Nation will be ready to go Thursday night.
Oh yeah, hopefully of course we're going over there. It should be an exciting atmosphere.
So you've really, at this point in the season, you've really talked about your defense stepping up. Where do you feel like you are right now on your offense, and you think you're going to be able to take some strides going forward?
Yeah, well, I think our offensive line has played well up to this point and gotten better. We played a tough Blackman defensive front last night with the weather and elements, everybody packed in there. I felt like it's kind of a slugfest, but I think our offensive line played really well with a lot of guys in the box last night. And so I think they've improved. Our receivers have gotten better every week. We've shuffled some guys around, and we feel like we've kind of got the right personnel grouping now, and our quarterbacks have gotten better every week. So, it's again, football's a sport of constant, consistent improvement, and we just need to make the plays to win the football game on Friday nights.
Exactly, and I was talking to some other coaches this morning about winning plays and learning how to win. That's a hard thing to do. You can be right there and just a penalty here, a penalty there, whatever. And I think as teams get more mature, you start learning how to not make those penalties and make the play that's going to get you over the top.
Yeah, well, and I think that's kind of where we are. We have a lot of juniors in skill positions that are learning, the impact of the plays they make or don't make. And, we see a little bit more every week. And at some point, we feel like that light's going to come on and special things are going to happen for us. We tell them we're on a collision course with success. The only variable is time. When's this going to happen?
Yeah, but it's going to happen, and you can see the improvement from your team from the beginning of the year to now, and I know we're going to see more going forward. Coming into these last 4 weeks of the season, what do you specifically want your team to improve upon? That you're looking forward in the last 4 weeks.
Well, turnovers are like a copperhead in the bedclothes. They'll get you if you ain't careful, and so we hope to. We got to eliminate turnovers from Friday night. And, it seems like every week we're finding something that we need to improve upon and get a little better. And the real truth is it's not a magic bullet. It's complete the fundamental drills we do in practice every day, do them extremely well. So don't get bored with the details. Believe in what you're doing and just have that great competitive spirit and fight that I do believe we see out of our kids on Friday night. And we drill, and I guess the saying is if you don't want to drill, you don't want to be a football player, because those competitive drills we do in practice are what make our team.
Absolutely. And one thing that I've noticed is you have a really good staff, and I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about them, but I know that one thing I've seen is you have a really good group of guys around you that really care about Siegel football and getting them better every week.
Yeah, they care about these kids. I have, Coach Todd Rowland up there meeting with running backs every Saturday morning while I'm right here doing this radio show and working on our fields and doing all those things that it's not a glamorous lifestyle. People think coaching's a cool, but it's not a glamorous lifestyle. Coach Brian Watson has worked his tail off for us this year, coaching at different levels, and just done a tremendous job for our program. Coach Kyle Turnbow is, he's a great human being, great dad, great husband, and an awesome football coach. And our defensive coordinator, Eric Smith, man, he works so hard, and puts so much of his heart and soul into the defense and his kids. And man, I got more great coaches. I'm saying here, you know, I take up the whole time talking about them, but yeah, I mean, I'm lucky. I get to. I put it this way, you know, we had Coach Rick Mallory join our staff this year, who's coached at MTSU, coached college ball 30 years, played in the NFL, and you know, it just seems like I get a nugget of wisdom from him every week, and I'm amazed by our coaching staff and how they try to work with these kids and pour into these kids.
Well, that's awesome, and you know, we know you have really great support from your administration with Mr. Carisi over there and Greg Wyant and the rest of your administrative staff over there, and we just see. I know there's going to be a lot of good days coming for the Siegel football team.
Yeah, no, we got great people, and I tell you, Siegel High School is a great place to be, and you walk around the halls of our school and be around our teachers, be around our administration. You know, one thing I don't talk about enough is our coaches of all sports get along really well at Siegel High School. I mean, you know, I've never been in a place where the coaches help and support one another like we do at Siegel. So, yeah, I mean, Siegel High School is a great place. It's
a special community, a special place. And, Coach, we're looking forward to seeing you next week. I think David Jantz will be there Thursday night when you take on Oakland, and good luck.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it very much.
All right. That was Coach Adam Renshaw and the Siegel Stars. And the Coaches Show is brought to you by Dr. Automotive, the cure for your car, professional auto repair and maintenance from ASE certified mechanics and master mechanics. Check them out online at autorepairsmyrna.com.
Genesee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Here's Dr. Russell McKissick with TOA.
We have a passion here for taking care